Welcome to my channel, The Archivist. The story of Vijayanagar Empire was remembered by people as Hampi, traditionally known as Pamba Kshetra. Kishkinda Kshetra or Bhaskara Kshetra is derived from Pamba, another name of the goddesses Parvati in Hindu theology. In 1800, Colonel Colin Mackenzie, who discovered the ruins of Hampi, now it's declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is situated on the banks of the Tungabhadra River in the eastern part of the central Karnataka near the state border with Andhra Pradesh. Hampi was the capital of the Vijayanagar Empire in the 14th century and it was served as capital city of Vijayanagar Empire more over 200 years. By 1500 AD, Vijayanagara was the world's second largest medieval era city after Beijing and probably India's richest at that time, attracting traders from Persia and Portugal. The writings of medieval European travelers such as Domenico Paes, Fernando Nunes, and Nicola de Conde and the literature in local languages provide crucial information about its history. The Vijayanagar Empire was founded by Harihara I and Bukkaraya I of the Sangama dynasty in 1336. At the instance of their guru, Vidyaranya, they established their kingdom with its capital at Vijayanagar. The empire extended over the Deccan Plateau region in South India, which included the territories of Trichinopoly, Mysore, Kannada, Chingalpet, and Kanchivaram. It was on the south bank of the Tungabhadra river. There were four dynasties which ruled over Vijayanagar: Sangama dynasty, Saluva dynasty, Tuluva dynasty, and Aravidu dynasty. Vijayanagar Empire enjoyed its greatest political and cultural prominence under the third ruler of the Tuluva dynasty, Krishnadevaraya, who reigned from 1509 to 1529. This was the same period when international trading had flourished and reached great highest under the progressive trading practices and also several international trade agreements that were carried out. During this era, Vijayanagara Empire had almost taken up most of the South India and also beyond. Portuguese travelers Domenico Paes and Fernando Nunes also visited the Vijayanagar Empire during his reign. Travelogues indicate that the king was not only an able administrator but also an excellent general, leading from the front in battle and even attending to the wounded. Krishnadevaraya, considered to be its greatest ruler, he strengthened and consolidated the reach of the empire by hiring both Hindus and Muslims into his army. At one point, Hampi was also one of the biggest trading centers of the world. Vijayanagar brought a lot of wealth, fame, and splendor to Hampi. In those times, most markets in Hampi were always crowded with buyers and also merchants. These merchants were not just Indians, but also people from various parts of the world. In no time, the markets grew tremendously and goods were exchanged for spices and cotton. The city has marvelous architecture and technology that one will be amazed to know about, and the richness in terms of culture and wealth. People from all over the country and the world visit Hampi for its beautiful monuments and history. Vijayanagar temples are also known for their carved pillars which depict charging horses, figures from Hindu mythology and Yali. Some of the larger temples are dedicated to a male deity with a separate shrines intended for the worship of his female counterpart. Some famous temples exemplifying the Vijayanagar style include the Virupaksha temple at Hampi and the Hasara Rama temple of Devaraya I. Virupaksha temple is an important example of Vijayanagar style of architecture for the Vijayanagara kings Virupaksha was the family god and their crest was a boar or Varaha. It is a temple dedicated to Lord Shiva and was constructed during the reign of Vijayanagar ruler Krishnadevaraya II. The Virupaksha temple is also known as the Pambavati temple and is exactly situated in the Hampi Bazaar. The most fascinating part about this temple is the stunning three gopuras and also a big high tower that stands tall at 160 feet. Hat is the main entrance. The temple also has an elephant called Lakshmi. It remains as an important center of the pilgrimage in the site of Hampi. Kannada Rajya was another name for the Vijayanagar Empire. The empire was always at war with the Bahmani kingdom and other Muslim rulers of northern Deccan, collectively referred as Deccan Sultanates. However, Hampi succumbed to attacks carried out by five Deccan sultans called Bidar, Bijapur, Ahmadnagar, Golconda, and also Berar. They attacked Hampi in the Battle of Talikota in 1565 and looted them for a long period, approximately 6 months. An attack of 6 months long definitely had to bring such massive destruction that it would have taken them forever to rise again. The temples of Hampi were damaged and most of the markets were robbed. This was one of the biggest attacks that Hampi witnessed, and their golden era with this came to an end. After the attacks, it lasted until 1646, although its power declined after a major military defeat. The empire was ruled by different kings. However, nobody really could bring back the lost glory. Hampi tells the stories of its existing structure, beautiful monuments, and temples. The Archaeological Survey of India still does many excavations to discover the many beautiful temples and also other artifacts. So, let us wait for the fruitful results of the excavations in the upcoming days. With these notes, I'll take leave. We will meet very soon with another interesting video. Till then, it's me signing off, the Archivist.